It's official, Scott Disick is still salty about Kourtney moving on with Travis Barker. One of Kourtney's exes just exposed Scott for obsessing over Kourtney and being jealous of her hot new relationship, and the fans are now dragging Scott on social media. Some of the reactions are absolutely hilarious, so stay with us till the end of the video to find out how the fans reacted and also what Travis Barker had to say about Scott getting exposed. Before we move on though, make sure you click that subscribe button for more breaking celebrity news. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker are currently having the time of their lives in Italy, and the fans just can't get over how cute and in love these two look. The couple was pictured enjoying a gondola ride in Venice, exploring the historic city on foot, and serving looks at the Dolce & Gabbana fashion show. But Kourt and Travis made sure to capture the romance for their IG followers, and you already know the snaps are a total PDA fest. Kourtney first shared this sultry photo of a kiss she shared with Travis during a romantic boat ride. The 42-year-old reality star showed off her gorgeous figure in a tiny black bikini, while Travis had his extensive collection of tattoos on full display. "That's amore," Kourtney wrote in the caption, while her rocker boyfriend commented on the post with a black heart emoji. Kourtney later shared another post featuring a series of photos of her and Travis looking very high fashion at the D&G show in Venice. Kourt looked absolutely stunning in her see-through dress and lacy black lingerie, while the 45-year-old drummer was the definition of cool in a black suit with no shirt underneath and black sunglasses. Travis also documented the romantic Italian getaway for his IG by sharing another kissing photo with Kourtney. The Italian trip was a big deal for Travis, since this is only the second time he flew on a plane after he survived a horrific plane crash in 2008. On September 19, 2008, Travis was flying on a business jet from South Carolina with 5 members of his entourage when the plane crashed during takeoff. The crash killed 4 of the 6 people on board, while Travis and DJ Adam Goldstein sustained critical injuries. Travis suffered serious burns on 65% of his body and was in the hospital for 11 weeks, where he received skin grafts. The drummer also struggled with severe post-traumatic stress disorder following the accident and didn't fly on a plane for the next 13 years.
I did a lot of post-traumatic therapy when I was in the hospital to kind of calm things down once I got through all my surgeries. And then, yeah, I mean, over time it was cool, or it was never cool, but I started to feel better, you know?
However, once Kourtney entered Travis's life, he realized anything is possible when you have the right person beside you for support. On Saturday, August 15th, the former Blink-182 drummer flew for the first time since the accident, with Kourtney by his side, and the couple jetted off to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Travis later shared a photo of him and Kourtney kissing in front of the plane and captioned it, "With you, anything is possible." Kourt responded by posting a sweet comment which read, "Anything and everything with you," while Kourtney's sister Chloe wrote, "Love conquers all. I'm going to cry." Sources close to Travis told People magazine that it's a huge deal that Travis flew to Cabo because the plane crash many years ago was extremely traumatizing, and he has needed a lot of help to get to this point. Kourtney has been very supportive, the source shared. She never pushed for him to fly. They have managed to travel in the US without having to fly, and Kourtney has been totally fine with it. As for the fans, they just can't get over how adorable Kourtney and Travis look together, and they're also praising Kourtney for helping Travis overcome his fear of flying. Kourtney took Travis to Mexico and now Italy after him being afraid to fly for 13 years. "Love is different," one fan wrote on Twitter. Another tweet read, "Kourtney Kardashian is living her best life, I swear. Her love with Travis Barker is beautiful to see." One fan called Kourtney and Travis the cutest couple right now and added, "Their vibe just screams happy and unbothered." But there's one person who is definitely not unbothered about Kourtney and Travis's romance, and you already know who we're talking about. That's right, Kourtney's ex-boyfriend and father of her 3 kids, Scott Disick, just got caught once again being salty over Kourtney and Travis's relationship. Scott previously claimed he was happy for Kourtney, however you could tell he was totally bitter over her moving on with Travis.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you really love somebody, right, you want them to be happy no matter what. So I do give her a blessing to be happy.
Many fans have since called out Scott for having the nerve to even comment on Kourtney's relationship when he's been literally dating teenagers for the past 5 years. One fan commented, "You can tell Kourtney feels almost an embarrassment for putting up with Scott and his antics as long as she did. Like 3 kids, 10 years, and no ring? I'm proud of her stepping away and choosing better, but I also think she needs to just tell Scott to let it go." However, what no one could have seen coming was another one of Kourtney's exes calling out Scott on his BS. Algerian boxer turned model Younes Benjama, who dated Kourtney on and off between 2017 and 2018, recently put Scott on blast by sharing salty DMs Scott had sent him about Kourtney and Travis's trip to Italy. Scott apparently DM'd Younes and sent him a snap of Kourtney and Travis in Italy, probably thinking that the model would join him in making fun of Kourt and Travis's PDA photos. Scott's messages read, "Yo, is this chick okay? Bro, like what is this? In the middle of Italy?" But Younes wasn't having any of this, so he decided to share a screenshot of Scott's DMs on his IG story and also clap back at the Lord for being fake. "Keep the same energy you had about me publicly, privately," Younes wrote. The model also checked Scott for calling him bro and replied to his shady DM about Kourtney, "Doesn't matter to me as long as she's happy. P.S. I ain't your bro." In a follow-up story, Younes wrote, "Couldn't miss this one. He's been playing around for too long, trying to stay quiet and be the nice guy." While Scott is yet to publicly respond to Younes putting him on blast, the fans were quick to drag him for getting exposed like this. "Not teenage-loving Scott talking shit about Kourtney's happy and healthy relationship to Younes," one fan wrote. Another person commented, "I don't know what's funnier, Scott wishing it was him with Kourt or him thinking Younes was about to be his bro." The fans were just relentless as they started clowning Scott for having the audacity to make fun of Kourtney and Travis when he's in a relationship with a girl who is closer in age to his son Mason than to him. Okay, Scott is really a bitter ex trying to recruit Younes to join in on his jealousy, LOL, one fan tweeted, adding, "But let Kourtney drag you for scouting daycares for your girlfriends and see how sick he'd be." But it's not just the fans who had something to say about Younes exposing Scott for being bitter. Travis Barker also seemingly responded to Scott getting dragged by sharing a laughing meme from the movie Goodfellas on his Instagram story. As for Kourtney, she hasn't publicly addressed the Scott versus Younes drama, but sources close to the reality star are saying Kourt is upset that Scott thought sliding into her ex's DMs would be a good idea. One insider told E! News that Kourtney knows Scott still has issues accepting her love with Travis, but she just wishes he would know better than to reach out to Younes of all people. Younes can never be trusted, and Scott knows that, the source added. The insider also insisted that Kourtney doesn't care what Scott thinks of her relationship with Travis or how she lives her life, and said she's not going to change what she's doing and is going to keep enjoying her trip. Apparently, Kourt thinks Scott had a moment of weakness and did something impulsive that he will now regret, and hopes he will learn from getting dragged publicly. And as for Younes, the source said Kourtney is cordial with him, but that's it, and added that she doesn't trust him or his intentions. Kourtney is madly in love with Travis, and that's really all that matters to her. Everyone needs to get over it, the source concluded. But the fans are still not over Scott getting exposed like this, and they're going crazy with their reactions on Twitter. They're now also calling out Scott for disrespecting Kourtney, and one fan wrote, "Did Scott just refer to the mother of his 3 children who he has so much history with as chick? So disrespectful and disgusting." Many fans are convinced Scott is acting up because it finally hit him that Kourtney means business with Travis and she's not looking back. We all knew Scott would flip after she finally seriously moved on. As soon as he knows she is engaged, he will try to break them up. If he succeeds, he will just leave her again. He doesn't want to commit, but doesn't want anyone else to either. Typical narcissistic ex. So now we want to hear your reactions to Scott getting blasted by Younes. Do you think he deserved it for trying to be shady about Kourtney and Travis, or did Younes take it too far by leaking Scott's private messages? Leave your comments down below.